And now I'm talking to Derek Byrne, the new manager of Phoenix FM of Blanchardstown. Derek, how's it going?
It's going very well, thanks very much, yeah.
Congratulations on the job. You're only a few weeks in the job now, aren't you? As the manager of Phoenix FM, yeah?
Yes, this is my third week, so far so good, and I'm enjoying it immensely. Yeah, it's really good fun.
And Phoenix FM are 25 years old this year, yeah?
We're celebrating 25 years. It's been in operation for 28 years in total, but 25 years as a licensed station. So it's a huge achievement. And for me, it's interesting to be coming on board just as we're coming to the end of celebrating the 25 years, because while I'm able to get an idea of what's gone on and what we are celebrating and the huge achievements that we're celebrating and the volunteers and all of the people who put so much into building Phoenix into what it is today, it means I then get a good springboard for the future. I get an idea of where we need to go, what we need to be doing, and we're going to be announcing some very interesting and exciting new initiatives over the next couple of weeks. Looking forward to, I suppose, the next 25 years.
Yeah, and could you tell us how the station has really changed or evolved over the years? Do you know much about that?
I don't know an awful lot about it yet. I'm just listening to what people are saying, and particularly today with the outside broadcast. But it certainly seems like, the volunteers have been essential to building the station. People devoting their time, their energy, and their expertise to building a community station into something that is quite a good business as well. At the moment, we've got 6 staff at Phoenix FM, and I don't even know how many volunteers because there are so many of them. We have a good hub of about 20 long-term volunteers who are in regularly to the station, presenting, producing, editing, bringing in ideas, and of course we need more, especially if we're going to be expanding. So if anybody would like to volunteer, we're always very happy to hear from people, and they can either call in, we're in the Blanchardstown shopping centre, or they can give us a call on 822 722.
And Phoenix FM could you tell us, for people who don't know, what's the catchment area?
The catchment area is the Dublin 15 area, which takes in Castleknock, Blanchardstown, Clonsilla, Mulhuddart, that whole range of housing estates in that area. I don't even know them all, in Coolmine as well, but it's Hartstown. I could go on naming loads, but it is that general area. It's a population of over 100,000, which is great. I mean, it's the size of some of the cities we have here in Ireland, yeah, so it's huge.
And it's only one of 2 community radio stations on the north side.
It is. Ourselves and Liffey Sound are sort of...
Near FM. 3.
Oh, Near FM, yeah, Near FM are on the north side as well. So, yeah, 3 community radio stations. Covering the entire north side, and giving out and producing some quality community radio. And I'm always amazed at how much people listen into the community radio stations. Obviously there's that local feel, that the information of what's happening in your area, and also people tend to maybe know who the presenters are, and there's a lovely sense of ownership and being involved in the station, which I think is really important, and that's what we want to foster even more with 92.5 Phoenix FM in the next few years.
Yeah, and you've a background in media, do you? I
do. I've been working on radio for I think about 12 years now. I started with 98 FM. I had a half-hour magazine show on the late night talk show, and then I moved to News Talk, where I was a regular. I have been a regular up until fairly recently on a lot of the current affairs shows, the Coleman Show, Late Night Live, and Global Village. And also I write for the Irish Times. I write an opinion column for the Irish Times, and I've been doing various pieces of writing over the years, so keeping my hand in, I suppose. Yeah.
And could you tell us, are there any kind of programs in particular in Phoenix FM that are kind of the key kind of star programs?
Yeah, well, our 3 morning programs, we have Phoenix Rising, which starts at 9 o'clock, a good music chat show. D15 today from 10 till 11:30, although we're expanding that till 12 o'clock over the next couple of weeks. That's the local magazine show, which gives local news and events and interviews interesting local people. And then Blanch tracks from 11:30 until 12 o'clock. So it's a good mix at the moment. Those would be kind of the staple shows. But in the evening, we've got some amazing shows like the Beautiful Game, a lot of our sort of specialist cult music shows like the 70s Mania, Rebel Raidió, and we're also launching on the 5th of December, we're launching a new LGBT show called Rainbow Nation. So, if you look at the schedule, we've got some really interesting programs, and we will be bringing on board a few more over the next while. We're also going to have a full schedule from the 1st of December from 9 a.m. till midnight every day, 7 days a week. So we're looking forward to that.
That's cool. And we're down here in Ryan's garage at Blanchardstown Village for an outside broadcast. Is there any particular reason we're down here?
Because this is
the history.
This is, I suppose, the site where it all started. You see, 28 years ago when they started broadcasting, this was the original site, and it was around about this time of year. So we thought this would be the ideal place, and Niall Ryan was very good in allowing us to come down today and to broadcast directly from the site, and unfortunately interfere with their working day. But it's all great fun, and lots of people are coming down, and it's a great way to celebrate 25 years of amazing achievement.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's it. Just listen in to 92.5 Phoenix FM, and if people would like to volunteer and work with us, we're always looking for help. So come down, call me on 822 722, and we'd be delighted to talk to you.
Hey Derek, thanks very much.
Thank you.
And this time with Cnucha, Fergus Ó Loinsigh of Phoenix FM. Fergus, Cnucha. Fergus, Cnucha Tatu Gobar the Phoenix FM Mauritian, will?
No, Dean may Goberlo Fila, Harvey may Goberlo sus Goodin Blinchkachak, Tassos a Hogan the Gumfila, Tommy Parchak, if I precious for a good glean, so Captain Gobel so still to come in this.
Agus Tatu, near me, Akji and you go to Mar count in a comhbhunaitheoir, the Phoenix FM, will?
Yeah, Brian Smeen of Agam agus who made Jangual, Bert Saileach, Bert Carter, Alan Connolly, agus Fran Dempsey, agus just Cormer and Rudla Cale. If you are an air and show in age of the walk mar Pirish, well, Nero category to learn. If you are be share looking our fag, Cúil Mísagala, agus and Shinvi and Lee knew a chap the stock. An Caisleán the Mhín néide go néid dusna stáisiún nua. So bhí sé barta going dullar in there, thosaímar I mí lúnasa, ach bhí sé barta going críocha chur leis ag máníthe an trucha héanú lá de mí na nólach agus sin rinnemer, agus an sin bhí sé rinsin go cadúnas áil an IRTC ach thug sé gábhlín a déag sular hála sé sin, so.
Agus tá catú Captain Byrne the Hale Ibra fád ag obair St Arnold Fubon mar ví tú sa Corla Cundé bhaile.
Yeah, bhí mé bhail Ryan an chofobal Corla Cundé Blackley mar bhí ag an am feig níos come Gavlín a déag, so sin an cúra bhí agam.
Corla Cundé bhaile
Corla Cundé Baile mar a bhí sula bhriseach so sé fingáil agus so dair mé as an sin go lua in míle a blin gáhíle agus thosaí mé mo cholacht tain bhí nuachtáin agin community voice amach an seo feig Gavlín déag agus chuir deire le sin cúpla bhíon ó hen agus just tá mé déanamh PC in is mar bhí
community voice mar nuachtáin ionach like cad a Harla.
Well, no, just thosaí mar é mar capmaker just pré mar capmaker go macór go méach stáisiún radio going amach an seo capmé freisin go macór go méach ar nuachtáin héine going amach an seo so chuir mar tús le sin ní capmé go méach sé ro bhór bhí alán ibrel ar siúlaging ag an am agus capmé cúpla lá a bhí vis tastal seo agus just dás an rád bhí sé go híntaach bhí mar a chur amach 35,000 cóipinde an papéir gach uair agus de hahan sé le ga chéine hí na fógraí a teachtas Jackos na cólachtaí mar bhí ar sanna fáil lán obair as na fógraí sin, so dair go hínta leis a bhí ar chuidificí héin de hóga mar ifig sa sráidbhaile anseo don nóchtán agus an sin nuair a thosaigh rudí a dul in olcas, leis an achnaíochtachs mar sin ní raibh méid céin a fógraí a teachtas Jack sa bhartaí mar look according Derek chuir leis big triblóid agus sin a rinnemer,
So hang tú arás go dtí féin sa bhéil agus ní tú go obair le go láim sin ag tachtú.
No, just mar go Johnach, honey mé ras chun de bhartaí mé go mar cór chlár na Gaeilge, ní raibh Gaeilge ar an stáisiún. Ní raibh chlár go Gaeilge chuig an am, so honey mé Jaco agus mé look ar pobailm é seo dhéanamh, so chuir chlár Gaeilge siúil gaciíad an teachtain ar Phoenix agus bhí leanmile sin ar feadh bliain a bliain go le agus an sin a bhí cúpla feibanna leis an sláinte gom agus bhí ar an rudí a dhéanamh, so chuir mé tá me go ráí se.
Agus tá tú mar ceapimsú tú mar gohéirleach den factus ar son gcuilchláiste na tolcan don mór ceantar an bhfuil?
Tá im chahirirlach ar sin chuir mar raineachtas Jack den Ryan idachas mí mehef capam chun choláiste bhonú ná tá takeíocht a going os na gach scoil sa cheantar na Gaelscoil agus na scoil eile, tá takeíocht a going os na politiceoirí go léir ach deirtar lom nachfuil siad obair óháin na daine tá ag obair sa Ryan idachas nachfuil siad ró sásta gailcholáistí bhonú in éair agus caithfar rudagan iad mar sin fao sin tá slí nua churthar bhunacha chun choláistí a bhonú agus caiimé rá is slí maithí deimlín ó hen tucha an sagart paróistas Jack agus deir sé tastínom scoil a bhonú an seo an airigad a raiglaat inis tá demographics in úsáideach agus mar sin de agus is iad na daine sa Ryan a bhartaín cáthait inar chóir choláiste na scoil a bhonú tuis go bhfuil an méid micléin sin a teachtar aig agus níl ná sin na andóibh ach ní a bríonn sé sin de gail choláiste mar níl gail choláiste i feróiste amháin nó just níl sé thugan na micléin as cúpla scoilena tá si a teacht ón ceantar ar fad, so tá muidna dailá le 100 míle dín an seo I blacklí a chuideag agus is as an cheantar sin atá na micléin a teacht an gailcholáiste ach ní taspáintar éis sin ins na demographics a úsáidan an Ryan, so níl is a gom.
Tásúla gom go méid seán
be is a going an cúpla seachtain ar in mar beg na caithigh an Ryan rud éigen dhéanamh tá sé bearta chun na scoilena atá dul ar raig tá sé sin tá na fógraí imime amachúpla bliana hain scoilena atá tosnú I 2060 ach ní lis a géine cáil na scoilena dul I 2060 so caithfar éis sin ará nó tá muidna géir rud éigen tá is a going go bhfuil scoil nua a teastáil amach an seo agus beg choláiste nua a bhonú amach an seo in san céad round eile ach tá is gan freisin gur scoil Byrne bheith sa gceist mar sa cheantar sin tá bartaí mas rud ag go martaíon an Ryan gail choláiste bhonú ar nó choláiste bhonú I Gaeilge bheith go rac agus rúla búla mar ní sin atá teastáil as na dtíine sa cheantar sin ach tá gail choláiste a teastáil sa mór cheantar seo agus ní dócha go so look tá tríd de déanamh agus tásúla gom go méid rud éigen a going amach an seo.
Well táiste gom go thosaigh gailchláiste nua Rasfarn agus Baile Brigéin na blian ó gáil nua tásúla gom go dúcha sé.
Tásúla gom buní a choláiste cos lifa amach é lechan nílas gom de gábhlíon a dé go hin agus bhí sé gceiste an am sin gur gail choláiste do íorthar bhlachlí a bheith ann agus sin don cheantar seo freisin ach tá sé lá go doras agus ní féidir le aon cheantar seo dul ann so ní lis a gom.
I just mar ucail score Caint fi Phoenix FM ag an nera. Could us well corsi sa stáisiún inis gumparad leis ónáman of bhunaitheoir.
Like nuair a thosaíar mar é bhí cassettes a going agus open reel agus tá gachar digitach inis. Déiring an rud a bháin nachhfuil comá inis ná an méid dína atá páirte gan nuair a chur mar ar siúla in 1988 bhí 150 dína a thuirt a chuid ama go Jonach gach seachtain don stáisiún. Inis déiring beidir go bhfuil truchan ó 10 dína. Ná ní sin mar atá I ngacáid sa tíir inis níl an irid céine dína ag déanamh obair go Jonach mar is mar a bhí ag an am sin. Ach ag an am sin bhí 150 dína agin bhí mar ar an air ó 7 clog ar maidin go dtí man ihe bio. Inis tá siad ar an air ó 9 dí a héin agus ceapam láthar tar éis sé go dtí a héin diog, you know, so bhí mar an air 7 uair a 10 sa lá, 7 lá sa seachtain inis. Leat an am sin. Actually sin mar a bhí agus sin mar atá.
Okay, mar ucail score cad é an teachtrach a bhín at a thuirteach dáir story just marial ar dul chun céin Phoenix FM.
Well, is ínta an rud go bhfuil sé an go fáil. Like thosaigh sé in 1988 thug sé gábhlín a déag chun an cadúna sa áileach. Tá mar ar an air teachta an Blanchardstown Centre ó an míle gach an bblion 2000 agus you know chuig bliana a déag in dhéag sin tá sé dul agus tá sé dul go más, so tá dína nua teachta an tamar fad agus tásúla gom go méid dína teacht ar feadh 25 bliana eile.
Hey, Fergus, Coolmine with it.
Okay, come on.
And now I'm talking to Alan Connolly from Phoenix FM. Alan, how's it going?
Terrific, Darren.
Okay, Alan, you're one of the co-founders of Phoenix FM, aren't you? Could you tell us about that, please?
Yeah, we decided to have a look at the possibility of community radio in 1988 and went on air in an unlicensed way in 1988. A local garage owner, Tim Ryan, gave us the facility here, a cottage in Main Street, Blanchardstown. And we opened up a radio station there, went out and bought €50,000 worth of equipment, which was a huge amount of money at the time. On foot of a promise from the then Enterprise Board Chief Executive, who unfortunately subsequently passed away, and we were left with that massive debt on our hands. But the experiment in here in Ryan's garage at the time was just fantastic. We went and met people from the 10 parishes that comprised Dublin 15 at the time, and had maybe 150 volunteers. It was a fantastic experiment. But it was 10 years before we got a license. We made 4 applications between 1988 and the year 2000, and we finally got a 5-year license in 1999.
Yeah, and Dublin 15 has changed unbelievably since then, hasn't it? And Phoenix FM has changed as well. Like how would you characterise the biggest differences, like between now and then? Like,
well, I suppose the area at the time had a very small population, maybe 30,000-40,000. Now it has 101,000. At the time, we those of us involved in community development. I was chairman of Blanchardstown Community Centre here at the time. We were looking for better hospital facilities, better planning for roads and transport. We wanted a living town centre. So there was a proposal to put a town centre in Blanchardstown, but we didn't want a shopping centre. We wanted something that existed at night time as well as daytime. And we were fighting for a 3rd level college, we argued that a burgeoning area like this, where clearly the local authority and government were going to develop a lot of housing out here, deserved its own radio station. And so we were also aware that any publicity given to Blanchardstown was negative, and RTE and the media generally only covered Blanchardstown when there was a crime. And we were hell-bent on reflecting the real lives of residents and workers in Dublin 15 on this new community radio station.
Yeah, and Phoenix FM is not just for Blanchardstown, it's for all of Dublin 15, isn't it?
It's all Dublin 15, which is Castleknock and Blanchardstown essentially. So all of the places that would regard itself, Clonsilla, Mulhuddart, Tyrrellstown, and the new areas like Ongar, Fibblestown, they're now part of our franchise area.
Yeah, and like, how are things going today in Phoenix FM as regards just the overall in general, like?
Well, I think that Phoenix FM is it's still on air 25 years later. It's now has the facilities of working with Cúil, the national body, and who can provide funding and training facilities for its volunteers. So I think Phoenix FM has just got a new manager, Derek Byrne, and he's wildly enthusiastic about taking on the project, and he's a fresh pair of eyes. So there are some absolutely outstanding programs on Phoenix FM at the moment, and they actually do reflect life in D15. So if you take the 5 GAA clubs, they come together, they have their own program, they produce, they plan it, produce it, present it, and all they do is ask the station to open the door of the studio for them. Otherwise, they're in talking about their own teams, their own culture, they're giving their message to their own people, they're big on Facebook and Twitter, and that is I suppose a great example of community people talking to their own community in Dublin 15 and giving a voice to those people.
And what's the program called again?
So that's the GAA program, and so it's similarly to...
Is that what it's called, is it?
Yes. No, it's actually not. Now that you have me, it's actually called On the Ball. But similarly, so there's a program by the Indian community, by the Polish community. There is an Irish language program on a couple of nights a week, and there is I suppose a couple of hundred Irish language speakers in D15 according to the census, and that cohort is producing news and talk suitable to that community and broadcasting. So that to me is the essence of community radio.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I hope we're still going another 25 years, right? That's what I want to say.
That's it, Darren. Thanks a million.
Right, thanks, Alan. Thanks very much.